Yo, what's going on, guys? DJS here, CollectiveKicks.com. Wanted to bring you guys an article that I wrote, and if you guys would like to go check that out, check out the description. But the topic being Air Jordan Gamma 11 and the hype surrounding this sneaker all of a sudden. As we know, the sneaker releases this Saturday, and you can see the sneakers right here. And look at these lines just from around the globe that we've been seeing on Instagram. It's just pretty ridiculous. Now, I think it should be noted that I think these lines are for raffles, not for people camping out. And so there's a lot of misinformation here and there where people are like, "Oh, it's there." People are camping out a week before for the sneakers, but they're really not camping out a week before the sneakers are releasing. They're camping out earlier in the week. They were camping out on Sunday for raffle tickets from House of Hoops and those type of places. And then Thursday's RSVP for the Nike stores. And then people are camping out for the raffles, or like down here, you can see the Champ Sports. People are probably getting the raffles for Champ Sports today. So I think that the hype around this shoe is crazy, but it is a general release, and it is the holiday 2013 sneaker. Now, whether you like the shoe or don't like the shoe is another story. That's something I kind of want to discuss. So, first of all, for the last 5 years, this is the fifth year. Every single holiday weekend, Jordan Brand has released a Jordan 11. It started off with well, I guess it started off with the countdown pack. I watched the Shoezeum video. Shout out to Shoezeum, Jordan over there, because his videos are crazy. If you haven't watched him, he's just a really great guy. Lots of information. But he said, I think in 2008 they had the countdown pack, which had the Bread 11s, and then the following year had the Space Jams, and then what was it? The Cool Grays, the Concords, and then the Bread 11s again last year. Now this year we get these instead of the older colorway that we've seen, which is the Columbia. So I think a lot of people are salty because we didn't get the Columbias this year, and so they're like, well, this shoe's not the Columbia, so it can't compare to it, which it really shouldn't compare to it because it's not even close. But I think people are salty, and as a result, they don't like the shoe. That, or I've heard, this is a poor man's Space Jam shoe, and so like people are only gonna get this shoe because they can't afford the Space Jam or whatever else. Regardless of the things you've heard, if you open your eyes to the fact that it is a new colorway on the classic model Jordan 11, we haven't seen a new colorway in a long time. On the mid top, like on the lows, obviously we saw a bunch last year, but really, really crazy to see a new colorway on the mids, and the fact that it's a new colorway that is like mostly all black and stuff with just hits of that gamma blue and gold. I just think it's a really clean looking sneaker. It's been on my radar for quite a while, and it's been one that I've definitely it's grown on me from its very first pictures that we've seen. Remember when we first saw the snakeskin pictures that somebody created, and we thought those were going to be the gammas, and then the more and more we waited, the more we saw. Now these shoes have been out there for six months or 4 months at least on the gray market. There's early release pairs out there. There's fake versions. You got to really be careful when you guys buy these. If you don't get them on release, really be sure to try to ask for a receipt if you can get it, because people are going to be buying or selling the fake versions. It's just going to be just crazy. Just know what you're buying. And check out some of the reviews of the replicas versus the reals. I'm not sure who's going to have them up when they actually drop. Nobody should have them up really yet because the authentic pairs haven't even dropped yet. So I guess when that happens, make sure you check those out, or check out the Shoe Game. They wrote an article on real versus fake as well. But definitely be careful with what you're buying out there when it comes to the Gamma 11s. Now, I think that the reason why the hype for these sneakers have gone through the roof is because this shoe is like it's like the iPhone effect. It's the holiday release. Parents of kids in grade school, the kids in grade schools talk about it. There's other people, or like those kids in grade school. Some of them, or middle school, high school, whatever it is. Their friends might not know about the shoes, but they want to get the shoes because other people are talking about it, and their parents are going to go wait in line for them and try to get the shoes or whatever it might be. People don't know anything about the shoes. People will be camping out for the shoes on the day of the release and realize that they're not going to be able to get them because they were distributed in raffle tickets. There's going to be a lot of angry people the day of the release because it's made like mass media, like it has the attention of the mass media. I guess is my point. Similar to like an iPhone release where people do videos of people waiting in line for like 3 days or whatever for a new iPhone, And the people, they ask them like, what are they looking forward to, and they're like, they don't know anything about the iPhone. They don't know anything different about the new iPhone versus the old iPhones. It's going to be the same thing for this. People are going to be waiting in line for these that don't know that it's not an original colorway. They don't know that it's not um, like whatever it might be. Like they're not going to know the history or whatever behind the sneaker for the most part. So it's kind of going to be an interesting time um, because it is going to be just getting that much more mass exposure. So I don't know. I just wanted to bring you guys a video and give you guys kind of my thoughts on the sneaker. I think it's a great looking sneaker. Yes, I think it's for the masses. And I, even as somebody that I would consider myself a sneakerhead, I have all of the other Jordan 11s released except for the Columbias and the DMPs. But I really do like these ones. I think it's going to be a great addition. I'm looking forward to getting these myself and doing a review. So check back on the channel, and I should have a review when they drop. Hopefully, I'll get them as soon as they drop. I don't have a secured pair yet. I'm working on that still. But it's crazy to see that the shoe went from like everybody hating the shoe to some people coming around to the shoe, and then all of a sudden, like you look at the pictures of the lines, and you're like, holy crap! Like really? How many of these people are the ones that were hating on the shoes? Regardless, I think it's okay. If you hate on a shoe, you are yourself. You can change your opinion on your shoe. I hated the KD6s. The first images I saw of the KD6s, that shoe's definitely growing on me a lot. So it's just one of those things. I think through repetition and through seeing it more and everything else, some sneakers end up growing on you. And even though this isn't an OG colorway, it's definitely a hype magnet. And I'm looking forward to seeing how this release plays out. The last thing, though, that I say in the article, and I'm saying to you guys, is stay safe out there. Just be safe, please. Stay warm if you're staying outside. Make sure you have blankets and all that stuff if you're actually waiting in line for these things. And be careful of the fakes out there on the reseller market. That's about all we have. Thanks for watching, guys. And check back for more videos later. We'll have a good one. Peace.